Guys, good morning. This is the Bull from the Bull's Garden. Just got up a little bit ago. Had to run out to the garden to see if anything grew a half an inch or so. You know how it is, man. You're always looking at your plants to see if they grew an inch or so. But it's very important that you come out to your garden often, a lot, several times a day to check on your plants to make sure that they're not getting eaten by bugs and to see how the progression of growth is happening on them. So I enjoy the garden, so I have no problem coming out multiple times to check on my garden. So I wanted to give you a glimpse this morning of the vegetable garden. This morning I'm in the vegetable garden, and I wanted to show you how things are growing. So let me turn this camera around and give you a glimpse. I also built this since I can't go out to the stores that much anymore, and I couldn't get over to Tractor Supply to buy some cattle panel for my cherry tomatoes and tomatoes that are going to grow tall. I built this type cage made out of 2x4s and some wire there to contain the fruit. So let me turn this around and then give you a little glimpse of what I did there, and to show you a little bit of the vegetable garden and how they're doing. I also had to spray them with some my cabbages and my broccoli. I had to spray them with neem oil a couple of days ago because they were just getting eaten down. Now they have recovered a lot. They're starting to look pretty good. So I'm going to stay on top of it to make sure that these bugs go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Go find somebody else's cabbages to mess with. All right, I also want to show you my tomatoes in the pots, pots that I put into the ground, and show you how little these little tomatoes were just a couple of weeks ago and how fantastic they're doing right now. All right, so let me turn this around. All right, these guys right here are my Pear cherry tomatoes, and I put this thing together here with these cinder blocks and also boxed it in it's about 6 feet high there, because these tomatoes are going to grow about that high. And so what I did is I just caged it off with some wire around the 2x4s so that I could tie them off up there and keep them contained in there. Of course, they're gonna, the branches and whatnot are gonna end up sticking out, but that's fine as long as the plant itself is secured inside the cage. So that is the plan for these tomatoes over here. All right, let me turn around here and show you how nice the tomatoes are doing inside the little pots there. Now, if you can remember when I first planted these guys here, when I brought these in from inside my little grow closet, they were just little stringy little teeny tomatoes. Because I don't have the best lighting on them inside there, but nevertheless, you could see how wonderful they're doing. And actually, some of them are already starting to put on the little flower there, Little tomatoes will be pretty soon here in another couple of weeks. These guys here will start materializing into tomatoes. All right, so these guys are doing wonderful. I mean, the fertilizer that I put in there in the pots they're loving it. They're eating it up. They're getting tall. So in the next garden bed over there, you can see all my peppers, my pepper plants. I got sweet, hot, bell, shishito peppers. So I got all kinds of different peppers in there, and they all are doing fantastic, growing nicely, looking green and healthy. And over here on the cattle panel, you can see I have some, those are some Arapaho blackberries, and they will be growing up in the cage there. And we'll be enjoying some of those later on this summer. And let me walk over to the cabbages a little bit so you can get a little closer look. If I could just stand up here, see if the bull can stand up. All right. All right, so you can see the cabbages and the broccoli are now starting to thicken up some. And I mean, that's just in a quick week since I sprayed them. I mean, they will getting munched up. Like this one right here, if you guys can remember, ones that you followed me closely will probably remember this cabbage right here was all just like, see the ones that are around the ends there that are just tore off from bugs. Now, they haven't been touched again, but you can see all the new growth growing right down the middle that is not touched at all. That's from spraying them with the neem oil. And as you can see, they're looking good now since I sprayed them. And this guy right here, this little one over here, remember this is the guy right here that I said I was going to pull up because he was just so tore up that you wouldn't think he was going to make it, but I said I was going to give him a chance, and he is rewarding me for giving him a second chance. As you can see, he's starting to grow. All right, over there on the end there, I have my gourd for the birdhouses. That one came up way earlier than everybody else. There's a couple other ones in there as well, and they're gonna grow up the cattle panel so Dr. Ricky and his friends can make some birdhouses later on in the season. So yeah, they're looking great. They're looking really nice. The vegetable garden. Let me take a little look there. Everything is looking fantastic. And here's a far look away from the little thing I built over there to contain the cherry tomatoes. And also, let me just show you here. I put these little plastic bottle on top of the sticks there. I was told by my friend to put that on top there because you know, he had a pretty bad accident poking his eye out, leaning over to deal with his fruit, and he poked his eye and he had a little injury there, so he told me to do that, so I did that immediately. All right, coming on down over here. Now you can see how beautiful the onions, those are the red onions, the yellow onions are growing nice, coming along very nice. In the far end, that's the garlic in the back. So it's looking good. All right, now over to the next bed. You can see how the rows of we got the, what we got here? We have the lettuce there to your far left. Right after that, we have spinach. You can see them a little bit. In dead center, that's the arugula. There's another row right there. The thing faded out, so I can't remember, but at the moment, but it'll come to me in a sec. And then to the far right, we have the mustard green growing there. So as you can see, it's starting to fill in there. It's starting to fill in. Now down toward the back side there, we have those curly kale growing in the back. They're starting to come up now. And then of course growing up in the back there on the trellis is the peas. A lot more stuff over there, but I'm gonna leave that alone for right now. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let it go here. You all have a great day. It's beautiful out today here in Georgia. It looks like it might rain again. It rained last night, but you know, it's just nice and warm and beautiful out right this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a cup of coffee and enjoy the rest of my morning, and you all do the same. God bless.